There was a rich man in an oasis somewhere who at one time when he was very young was very interested in the spiritual journey. There were the seeds of spiritual growth in him. But he was born under very poor circumstances, a lot of poverty at home. So he also had the desire to get rich. Both were there, side by side. As he grew up, very slowly, the seeds of the spiritual journey were relegated to the background. And the desire to become rich took over. So he worked hard. Destiny also supported him. Both have to be there. And he became a rich man, big man. Which means in those places, big man means he had many caravans and things like that. And he turned around 55. He said, now I have enjoyed everything that life has to offer me. I can buy anything I want, whatever I can buy with money. There are some things you can't, like affection and compassion and love you can't buy with money, but whatever you can buy. So I have reached the limits of my growth in this matter. But the seeds of the spiritual journey are still fresh in my heart. So maybe it's time now to consciously leave this and get back to that. Now though I have nothing to worry. So he called his sons and all his children, and he said, now please take away everything from me. I don't want anything. I need a little bit of money to build a small house in the oasis close by. Take my books. Now over the years, he had still been studying, so he had gathered a lot of books. I need to take them, stay there and concentrate on my spiritual growth. So he gave away everything. Now, this man, having lived all his life doing business and this and that, and in a family, he didn't know the basic thing which it is good, I always say, for both men and women to know, which is a little bit of cooking. Okay? You can't go there and stay in an oasis all alone. Who's going to give you food? So he was looking for a cook. I think if you want to escape from the cook, it's better to learn a little bit of cooking. I say this to men also, because men think only women can cook. If you go to all the 5-star hotels, all the big chefs are all men. Anyway, so he was looking for a cook. So from the nearby village, a man came and said, sir, I can cook for you. You do your work, I'll cook for you. He said, okay. So he went alone with only a cook and stayed in the oasis 7 years. And every day he used to go out, wander around, looking for a teacher. Because somewhere he had heard that you need a teacher. He was not satisfied with anybody. 7 years passed, and one day he saw a remarkable looking man coming from there. You see, how do we find out a man of steady wisdom? But normally we find out like this man did. He saw those flowing robes, this beautiful turban, the flowing beard. Man looked like a rishi, traditional presentations of a rishi. Raja Ravi Varma's presentation of a rishi. We actually don't know Saraswati Lakshmi, we know only Raja Ravi Varma's presentation. Nice, beautiful. So, he saw this man with a flowing beard and so on, and he went to him in a very solemn face, bowed down and said, sir, please can you make me your disciple and teach me the truth? I feel that I can recognize spiritual greatness in you. The man told him a few points to discuss. First, how do you know that I am spiritually great? Same question. Just because I am wearing robes? 2, how do you know that I am ready to accept you as your disciple? You are saying accept me as a disciple, but I may not be ready to do that. All right. Settle these 2 points. Let it go. Third point, I cannot accept you as my disciple until I get permission from my master. So, I will ask my master and then I will take you as a disciple. The man said, sir, but please do it fast because it's urgent for me. He said, that is the crux of the problem. Because my master has disappeared for the past 7 years. I can't find him anywhere. If I find him, I will ask him and then I will accept you as a disciple if he agrees. So he said, can I help you to find him? I have much resources under my command. So give me a description. So he said, he's a very good cook. He's a thin man who usually doesn't wear any upper garments and has a towel on his left shoulder. It's very thin, nondescript. You cannot even make out. So this man said, Jananis, sir, just a minute. This description which you have given sounds like my cook. So shall we go there and see? So he took him there. And as they entered, the back door opened, the kitchen door. And this man with the towel came out and he saw this flowing robe man. He said, hey, what are you doing here? He said, sir, I came looking for you. I didn't know that you were here. Okay, what is the problem? He wants me to become his guru. Then the man says, how is it that you have been here with him for 7 years, cooking for him daily, and he is looking for a spiritual teacher? So this man says, it took me 7 years to get him to understand that he needed a teacher. He was all the time thinking he didn't need one. So now that he has understood my part, the game is over. So now you take care of him because I have other work to do, and put the towel and walked off. What I am trying to say is, a description of Sthita Prajna cannot be an external description. It cannot be what he wears or, it is something to do with his mind.